Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Omar, ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hester. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, McCaffrey. Well, he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, report.
Now Jackson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 27 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that kid against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Hey.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
Amari Barno buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Henry, 48 yards.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Now we're throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Panthers 14, Chiefs 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Chris Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready?
First down, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Final play of the half, Young. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Okay, right? A gain of 12. 1st down, Carolina.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 49 yards. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Panthers 28, Chiefs 7. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They begin with Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
On the counter, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, report.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
Ready.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Mega.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Set, ready. Set.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Strike. Hut.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Panther first down.
Hey, go Fury. Set, go.
McCaffrey on the counter.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together